Today, I'm going to be sharing with you the spiritual morning routine that has changed my life. And the best part about it is you don't have to be a morning person. I'm not. So you don't have to be waking up at 4 or 5 a.m. You don't have to be a super consistent person. I'm not that either. This is going to be adaptable and flexible and won't get boring. But most importantly of all, it works with the neuroscience of your brain. It helps you to leverage your own brain's ability to manifest anything you want into your life. And it will make you feel really, really good. So every morning as you are waking up, right, you're still transitioning from sleep to awake. You know that time of day where you're still a bit groggy, your brain isn't fully conscious and switched on yet. What do most people do at that time of day? Sadly, in this day and age, most people grab their phone and they let the notifications and reels and content and texts and emails force them into their waking state. Now, cortisol levels, stress hormone levels, are already a little bit high as soon as we wake up because our body produces a bit of cortisol to wake us up from that deep sleep that we were in. So the last thing you need to do is add any unnecessary stress to that time in your day. So seeing notifications from work or negative news or comparing yourself to someone else's highlight reel on Instagram, none of that stuff should go into your brain first thing in the morning. If you're a bit of a geek like me, you might also find it super interesting to learn that your brain actually transitions through multiple brainwave frequencies as you're transitioning from sleeping to waking. This also happens in reverse when you're going to sleep at night, when you're transitioning from waking to sleeping. So sleeping to waking, waking to sleeping, both times your brain is moving through these different brainwave frequencies as you transition from sleeping state to waking state and vice versa. Now, one of these brainwave frequencies is called the theta state. And when your brain is in theta state, your subconscious mind is wide open. You're basically in the same kind of state as when you are being hypnotized. So why do we care and what does that mean? Well, actually, it's really cool to know about this if you are interested in rewiring your subconscious and tuning your subconscious to help you to manifest a different reality, the reality that you want into your life. So instead of scrolling, instead of worrying, instead of stressing, leverage that time of day as you are becoming awake, you're still groggy, and your brain is going through the theta state to focus on what you want to manifest into your life, to even feel like it is already your reality now, to take a few moments as you are waking up to feel like all is well and you are the version of you who is so grateful because you're already living in that reality. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, that sounds great, but if I'm still half asleep, how will I be able to do that? Well, this is where I have nailed the spiritual morning routine. I've got this technique down to a T, because the key to success with an effective morning routine that's going to help you to manifest the life that you want is that it needs to be simple, it needs to be low effort, and it needs to be adaptable. If it's those three things, then you're on to a winner. Let me be very clear. You do not need to make this hard for yourself. I am not an advocate of difficult morning routines, ones that feel like a punishment, ones that feel like you have to force yourself to do it. So I'm going to share with you examples of my favorite tools that I use at this time of day to leverage that theta state, attune my subconscious to my dreams and goals, and to never get bored of it. I've been doing this for 6 years. In my opinion, the key to being able to do something for 6 years is it's got to be flexible and adaptable. So my morning routine does not take me 3 hours to do, okay? It takes closer to 3 minutes most mornings, or if I have a little bit more time, I'll give myself more time. But if you can create a morning routine that is that flexible and simple and adaptable and this low effort, then you're going to be able to do it rain or shine, on the busiest days, on the days when you didn't sleep well, on the days when maybe your kids are waking you up straight away. At the very least, you can still do the bare minimum version of this routine and still get results. So one of the tools that I like to choose from in these first few waking moments of the day is reading my scripting letter. So to make it even easier for myself, I always have my scripting letter on my nightstand, and I have it on top of my phone if my phone is next to me, or sometimes my phone isn't even next to me while I'm sleeping, which is ideal. So as soon as my alarm has gone off, before I've even given myself a chance to think about what day is it, what do I need to do today, how am I feeling, any of that stuff, I grab my scripting letter and I allow the scripting letter to determine how I'm going to feel in this first few moments of the day. I allow my scripting letter to do the efforting for me and remind me, without me having to make any effort, of what my dreams and goals and desires are. And it's already been pre-written by me. And for those of you who are brand new to scripting letters, a quick description of how I do it. I write a thank you letter to the universe, to whoever you feel a connection to, thanking them for having helped you to create your dream reality, for having helped you to manifest your goals into your reality. So with each scripting letter I write, I choose 4 to 6 different goals that I am working on manifesting at the moment. These will be half a dozen things that I feel are available to me. There is not much resistance. I believe in the inevitability and the possibility of these things happening. Those are the best things to choose on a scripting letter. Things that you feel could manifest imminently into your life. And I write each one down on the scripting letter with gratitude, as if these things have already happened. So, dear universe, thank you so much. We are now living in our dream villa in Spain, and I love waking up every morning feeling the sun on my skin, feeling relaxed and happy and safe. That's an example of the kind of paragraph I've written on a previous scripting letter when I was living in London, and now we indeed do live in a villa in Spain, and that has become my reality. Another paragraph might sound something like, I now have more money in my bank account than ever before, and I love thinking about what to buy next. That is another direct quote from a previous scripting letter I wrote at a time in my life when I had next to no money in my bank account and I was struggling to pay bills. And I wanted to change the way that money flowed to me, and I wanted to change the way I felt about spending money and managing my money. So you see, you don't have to be in the perfect mindset as soon as you wake up, because your scripting letter can help you to get there. Even while you're still half asleep and you're still coming into this day, you just pick up that scripting letter and you read it while your eyes are still, regaining focus, while your brain is still waking up, and you are feeding your subconscious directly with your goals in a way where your subconscious is reading them like they've already happened. The letter is making it easy for you to transport yourself into that reality in your imagination, for you to embody the energy, the feeling state of already having that life now. Plus, it's reminding your brain, this is what we're working on right now. This is what we're creating. But because your subconscious mind is reading it as if these things are already done, that's what makes this extremely powerful as well. Because then your subconscious mind will take on that information as fact and do everything that it can to rearrange your reality to match that. Now, some of you might be thinking, why does she keep talking about the subconscious? Well, the subconscious mind controls 95% of what we do. Most of the time, we're on autopilot. Most of the time, we're not in conscious control of what we're doing, of the decisions we're making, of the things we're noticing, of the ideas that we're coming up with. Pretty much all of that is controlled most of the time by the subconscious mind. And most people on this planet aren't leveraging the power of their subconscious mind. So their subconscious mind may be programmed with a bunch of limiting beliefs, stories that they inherited from their parents or their grandparents, fears and doubts. And so when they want to try and move ahead in life or manifest something good, they're hit with a ton of resistance. They find themselves procrastinating or self-sabotaging their progress and wonder why life feels unfair or nothing good ever happens to them. Meanwhile, those of us who are aware of the power of our subconscious minds and are doing something about leveraging that power, are using tools like scripting, are reading our scripting letters during that time of day when our subconscious mind is wide open first thing in the morning, and you are directly programming and feeding your powerful subconscious with exactly where you want it to take you. With consistency, you will find that your subconscious won't be holding you back as much, won't be causing you to procrastinate or self-sabotage as much, because it will feel safe to let you step into that next chapter of your life because you've already been training it for that next chapter. You've already been normalizing your dreams and goals into your reality. And so it will obediently show you, find you, bring you evidence that agrees with whatever you've been feeding it with. So before I share with you a couple more things that you can choose from in your own independent, empowered way to do first thing in the morning during this theta window. If you're new to scripting and you want to give it a go, I'll put a link below in the description with a ton of videos I've created on exactly how to create a scripting letter. And I'll also link a free resource down below, which is my step-by-step scripting guide. This guide, by the way, has been downloaded by over 55,000 individuals, and it's been used to manifest thousands upon thousands of things into people's lives. So you can grab that free resource down below. Another super low effort tool you can use during this window of manifestation opportunity is the Parrot app. The Parrot app is a free app. I sound like I'm advertising this app or like it's a sponsorship, but it's not, okay? It's a free, super simple app that I discovered a few years ago. If you have an Android, there's an equivalent one called Easy Voice Recorder. If you're on Apple, you can get access to the Parrot app. Basically, it's a voice memo app, and you can record a voice memo and then you press play and it will loop over and over and over again. The looping function is what I love about it. This means you could record your voice telling your brain the new stories of how life is for you, of what is normal for you now, of what is completely safe for you to step into. You can rampage about your new life. You can riff about how your reality is now. You can record that in a voice note, and then you can listen back to your voice telling you how life is. You're listening back to your voice telling your subconscious, this is what we are, this is what our life is like, this is what's available to us, this is what's normal. And with repetition, your subconscious mind will rewire to that story. So it's similar to scripting. You create something once, and then in a very low effort way, when you're still waking up, you can choose to press play on your recording in your Parrot app and allow it to feed your mind as you are coming into consciousness. Or another thing that I like to do that I also find very low effort is a morning meditation, which I either follow one of my own guided meditations, or some days I may even keep it so simple as to just put on a nice gentle bit of meditation music and breathe to it. Breathing in deeply, counting to 6 or counting to 8, and then breathing out slowly. Because I understand the power of starting my day with deep breaths, calming down and regulating my nervous system, allowing those cortisol levels to stabilize. Doing breath work at the beginning of the day has so many powerful mental health and physical health benefits. So what you may have noticed from what I've shared with you today is that I haven't told you exactly what you have to do. I've given you a menu of tools that you can choose from. And I want you to approach this by listening to what resonated with you the most. Out of the things that I've shared today, what things lit you up? What things were a yes to your body? What things felt like, I could do that? That sounds pretty simple. I would like to start my mornings that way. I encourage you to do those things. Now, anything you do in addition to what I've shared today is great, okay? If you want a 15-step morning routine, if you like doing 10,000 steps and having celery juice and, jumping up and down for 5 minutes and whatever, all of this stuff. If you love doing all of that, do it. And if you feel the call to do any of that tomorrow morning, listen to that call. Let yourself do it, because the best way to create any kind of effective routine, of course, should be about listening to your body, listening to where your mental health is today, and asking yourself, what do I need? What tool out of my toolkit of spiritual and supportive practices would most benefit me today? This isn't about a cookie cutter routine, and your routine doesn't have to look the same every day. I mean, if you're someone like me and you are not the same person each and every day, you don't know what mood you're going to wake up in, you don't know what your hormones are going to be like tomorrow, and life affects us and different things. We might wake up energized, we might wake up exhausted, we might find our social batteries are drained or our physical batteries are drained. I want to be an advocate for you tuning into listening to yourself, listening to how you feel, and having that deep trust and deeply trusting that you know what is best for you. Don't give your power away to people on the internet who tell you you have to do this exact thing like how I do it, because it'd be much better for you to tune into your intuition instead. So I've given you some neuroscience today. I've given you some tools so that you know, okay, I've learned about this window of opportunity that opens up to me. I've learned about the theta state. I've learned about how important it is to feed my subconscious mind with the the reality I want, with the new beliefs and stories that I want to believe. That's the part where you can allow your mornings to help you to manifest a different quality of life for yourself. The rest, my friend, is totally down to you. I empower you to create and curate a morning routine that's easy, low effort, only has to take a few minutes, and can look completely different every day now that you know what the important factors are to keep in mind. If, like me, you understand the importance of the subconscious mind and you want to take a deeper look at rewiring your subconscious mind so that it stops holding you back, so that you procrastinate and self-sabotage less, and you align more effortlessly with the life that you want because you're getting your own subconscious to work in your favor, then the perfect program for you would be my 21-day Release the Blocks challenge. Each day, I give you one small bite-sized lesson that is designed carefully to help you to identify and release old blocks that have been holding you back and rewire new limitless beliefs into your powerful subconscious mind. So if you want to give that a go, I'll put the link down below and you can dive into day 1 today. If you're watching this on YouTube and enjoyed it, feel free to hit the thumbs up button, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring my bell so you never miss another video. And if you're listening on podcasts, feel free to hit follow, leave a 5-star review, and I appreciate you all so much for being part of this community. Until next time, bye.